Alan, you've had the proud honour of escorting your daughter Lily to stand with Tom to make their wedding vows today. Do you give her hand in marriage?
Yes.
Thank you. Please be seated, those of you with chairs. Hello everyone, my name is Megan Brummer, and as a civil celebrant I'm legally registered to solemnize marriages according to the law. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to the wedding of Lily Chan and Tom O. They have asked me to thank you all so much for being here with them today to celebrate such an important time in their lives. Marriage opens the door to a love that endures so much. It is a joining that requires two people to be so many things to each other. The love of your life, a confidant, a teacher, a critic, and a best friend who has your back through all of life's challenges. And now, while we are here in this beautiful place, surrounded by you, all the people who mean the world to Lily and to Tom, let us take a few moments to reflect upon the significant events that brought them to this point, and look ahead at their hopes and their dreams for the future. Exactly 3 years ago today, Lily and Tom met in front of QVB, near the Queen Victoria statue, for their first date. Lily's first impressions of Tom were that he was a very intelligent, well-dressed guy who looked somewhat unapproachable. Tom's first of Lily was that she was a well-dressed girl with really nice hair and that she looked younger than her age. Lunch, however, was a fairly ordinary first date with fairly typical conversations. Nothing special occurred, and Lily was of the impression that Tom wasn't interested in seeing her again. But Tom had other ideas, and that afternoon he messaged her to ask for a second date. The last 3 years have been filled with many special times for them as they've got to know and love each other more deeply. And then one night, after Valentine's dinner at La Rosa, just over a year ago, Tom suggested that they go for a walk at Hyde Park. Despite Lily's injured foot, they walked around for 40 minutes, searching for the bench they'd sat on at one of their early dates. By now, Lily's foot was numb and swollen, and so they sat down on a bench under a tree near the beautiful water fountain in front of Sydney Grammar School. And they chatted for some time, and they watched the bats flying over their heads. And then Tom asked Lily to close her eyes. And while they were closed, he pulled out his tennis wristband, and he placed it carefully on the ground and knelt down on it in front of her. You have to be prepared for life's most important moments. And when he was ready, he asked Lily to open her eyes. Finally conceding, she opened them, and he popped the question. Playing a little hard to get, she said, "So how long do I have to think about it?" And Tom got up, sat back down on the bench, pretending to put the ring away, and said, "I guess you didn't want it then." And in that moment, Lily stuck her hand out and said, "All right, I guess I'll have to have it then." And they were officially engaged. I love that story. There are so many things that Lily and Tom love, appreciate, and adore about each other. And when I asked them to share a few of them, this is what they said. Lily is often baffled at how Tom manages without fail to cook the perfect amount of food for her every time. She loves that he's so much fun to be around and how she can totally be herself when she is with him. And last but not least, she really appreciates that no matter how busy he might be, he always makes the time to support her and totally has her back, always. Tom very much appreciates that Lily takes the initiative to wash the dishes and do the housework. And he loves her playfulness and the excellent massages she gives, despite the fact that he often screams in pain. But most of all, he loves how extremely caring and patient Lily is with him, even when he's forgetful or can't read her mood. And there's nothing as beautiful for him as seeing her happy smile. Lily and Tom, in your own words about your hopes for your future, may you still hold each other's hand no matter what obstacles life hands to you. May you continue to enjoy each other's company, bringing humor and laughter into each other's lives, even when you become sleep-deprived parents. And may your connection and your love for each other grow stronger and stronger as the years pass. Lily and Tom, before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. And now for the exchanging of your wedding rings. A ring has no beginning and no end, showing the continuation of life and of love. It is an outward sign of the promises about to be made. Lily and Tom, may your rings always remind you of the love that you have for each other. And Jimmy, could you please bring forward the ring that Tom will give to Lily? And you can hand your bouquet to somebody. Yeah, perfect. Just placing that on her knuckle. Tom, would you please repeat these words after me, looking at your lovely lady? I call upon the people here present.
I call upon the people here present.
To witness that I take you, Lily.
To witness that I take you, Lily.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
I promise to be faithful and honest.
I promise to be faithful and honest.
To share my hopes and fears.
To share my hopes and fears.
And to look to our future as your husband.
And to look to our future as your husband.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
For richer or poorer.
For richer or poorer.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
For the rest of my life.
For the rest of my life.
And you may place the ring on her finger. Lovely. And Jimmy, could you please bring the other ring forward? Resting on the knuckle. And Lily, please repeat these words after me, looking at Tom. I call upon the people here present.
I call upon the people here present.
To witness that I, Lily.
To witness that I, Lily.
Take you, Tom.
Take you, Tom.
To be my lawful wedded husband.
To be my lawful wedded husband.
I promise to be faithful and honest.
I promise to be faithful and honest.
To share my hopes and my fears.
To share my hopes and my fears.
And to look to our future as your wife.
Okay.
And to look to our future.
And to look to our future.
As your wife.
As your wife.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
For richer or poorer.
For richer or poorer.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
For the rest of my life.
For the rest of my life.
And you may place the ring on his finger. So beautiful. Would you like a little?
Thank you.
You ready? Okay. Yeah. Lily and Tom, you have declared before myself and your family and your friends that you will live together in marriage. You've tied yourselves together physically and spiritually, and you've made your vows and exchanged your wedding rings. By the authority afforded me by the Commonwealth of Australia, I have the utmost of pleasure and joy in declaring that you are now husband and wife. And Tom and Lily, you may now kiss. So sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, there'll be a short pause now whilst the official documents are being signed. Please stay exactly where you are. Thank you.
How's that for you?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry about you going back to self. Let's get his wristband going. Hold on. She's getting a little elbow going. Give you a message for you. I thought that was no. I told him I just play the guys and see what happens. Four separate things. Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. I've gone to my own. I've got my friends there. I've gone over on that 24 hours on the last train. No. I didn't want people not to recognize it.
Lily and Tom, as your families unite here today through the love and the union that you have made, may you continue in the strong tradition of marriage set for you by your beloved parents. May your married life continue to be lit with both the small and the large reminders of the love that you have for each other. And may you continue to be with each other in the same easy and natural way, talking openly and honestly, sharing together not only your values and your love, but the many and varied experiences that life hands to you and to your children. May your marriage be a place of support, a place of comfort, a place of love, a union which is real, authentic, and unshakable. Shortly, the photographer will be taking a big photograph of all of you, and after that you're free to come up to congratulate and have a photograph taken with Lily and Tom individually. Arrival drinks and canapes will be served from 5:30 in the hotel lobby, and before that you can either enjoy a walk around the garden or proceed directly to the reception venue. But before that happens, please put your hands, your hearts and your voices together for Lily and Tom as I officially present them to you as husband and wife.
You guys can walking this way?
Yes.
Everyone clapping your hand.
Alright, everyone, just a big wave for the camera. Come, Lily, just looking here. Come, Lily. Great.